Hi, everybody. This is Michael Andre Ford in Austin, Texas, here to talk about angels, meeting angels, getting hugs from angels, and seeing angels. Just a quick teaser on video so anybody having questions can get those answered. Far easier than people realize. And setting your intent or just dropping down to your heart is what makes it all possible. You merely need to trust that angels exist and your answers are going to come. That's all language is spoken. So if it's 5 women from Japan, they get their answers in Japanese. If it's somebody from India, they get it in their dialect. If it's Telugu, if it's from South Africa, the person gets it in their native language. You get the idea. But you merely need to trust that angels exist. You not only get your answers, you get hugs. How's a hug work? You ask for a hug, you feel a hug. It's 10,000 ways to get a hug. And seeing, I know that's stretching the imagination a little, but if you're talking to somebody in real life, another human being, you'd expect to see them. Same thing with angels. I baby step you through it. You first see in little bits of light, maybe up in the sky, maybe in a living room, maybe where you're at. But pretty quickly after that, you can see full on standing. You look out a window or in your living room if you have a big space, and you see full on with or without wings, whatever you're going to allow for. So picture beings that are unconditional love, compassion, existing, just beyond human thinking. Sure, if you want to call it another dimension and not think time and space. But they make it as easy as possible to connect. It's just a lot of extra love, compassion, again, help in terms of answers, and hugs. Hugs are pretty amazing. But the seeing part, yes, it's a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's like riding your bike. There was a time when you were little and a relative, a friend was riding a bike ahead of you. You said you want to do it. A parent, a relative teaches you how. The bike wobbles for a little bit. You're scared. Maybe that put you back a couple days. You didn't want to get on the bike. It was too much. You weren't ready. Could be stick shift on a car, a tricky car. But you know this. There's a lot of things in life you've started to experience and you're not so sure. When you look back, you got through the activity and you were riding a bike, letting everybody know where you were headed, all over the neighborhood, visiting everybody. And then you got to be an adult. Are you riding a bike every day? Maybe not. So it's like getting excited about learning how to drive a car and jingling those keys. I would argue angels, meeting Mother Teresa, Sai Baba, Buddha, Mary, Jesus, others. Hopefully that's a little more exciting than driving a car. But humans have a great way of forgetting things, forgetting that happiness exists without condition. It's available anytime, any place. You don't have to be in Bali to have a great time. You don't have to have everything externally going just right to be at peace here, to smile. So we'll call that unconditional happiness for no reason at all. That's the point of this exercise. Yes, angels steal the show. Fairies steal the show. Native American chiefs steal the show. Mary, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Chogyam Trungpa, Kuan Yin, Plato, the philosopher, Seneca, Kahuna from Hawaii. All these figures are absolutely wonderful. Any single one is great for getting your answers for career, health, relationships, your business, how to get more business. Any of them are great for getting a hug. All of them are not a big deal to see. If you happen to be from India and you think Sai Baba is the greatest thing since sliced bread, yeah, maybe you'll attach some more importance to Sai Baba and think seeing him's harder. You've just seen a bunch of angels, you've seen Doll Knife, you've met Mary, you've seen her, you've even done Vishnu or Ganesh, but Sai Baba is the hard one. It's wherever you put your thinking and wherever you put your heart. So when you work with me or when I help someone, I just try to get them to their heart more. I tell a lot of dad jokes. I try to show them this isn't a big deal. And so backing up again, what's this about? You get to meet angels, actual, real angels beyond human thinking. You get any answer to any question as long as you know how to operate one of these and be one with the pen, get that ink flowing, and how to use pen and paper, you get your answers. You use photographs. I got very lucky with the camera the last 8 years, helping a couple thousand folks. I've got photos of angels. A static historical photo of a figure can actually wink or smile. That's impossible, I know, but if you'll allow for this, you'll meet angels, get your answers, get your hugs. C, and a static photo can move. The photos that are balls of light, some people like to say orbs, but these are angels. Sure, they show as a ball of light, but there's plenty of other shapes, and there's full-on silhouettes and everything else. When the fairies show, I've got actual fairies in the photo, not orbs. So you're actually seeing and meeting angels, compassionate, loving figures who are here to help. They don't want to interfere. I'm trying not to tell you too much here, except they exist. If you want to put yourself out there, take a big chance. It's going to feel like leaping off a cliff. It can feel like that cliff, you're jumping into some fog and it's a mile down to a body of water down there. I would argue, though, that it's a millimeter leap of faith. Religious faith, non-religious faith. Faith is letting go of thinking what you know, judging, reacting, not being in the moment up here. You're letting go of all this. And the knowing that you've got everyone, there's 7 billion people, they all know what they know. If you match them all up or line them all up, you'd quickly see they all contradict each other. And I think the contrast, I think that's fantastic. I wouldn't want to tell a single person a single thing. Everyone should do their own thing, do their own role. But once you realize that most knowledge, some knowledge, precludes possibility, that's what opens the door here. Once you get to your heart and you're smiling for no reason at all, you're taking a deep breath, you're appreciating, you're allowing, that's when angels become possible. And I've got the photos. I help people use those as props. They're actual angel photos. Even the ones that's a white ball of light, a purple ball of light, or a shape, they will move and change color as well. Every angel has a distinct personality. You hear their voice. The first second you do the exercise, you might hear your own voice. And then you let go. And once you realize, once your ego and your thinking seizes hold of this as well, ego thinking, the side of you that lives in society has to pay the bills, as soon as you realize you're getting bona fide answers for business leads, for career help, relationships, you name it, once you recognize that you've got access to getting answers, you're usually blowing through the Q&A as fast as you can, getting answers, writing those things down. So the record, I think, is 49 pages of answers by an Australian, maybe 8 hours, 7 hours, 9 hours, somewhere in there. That was a long, long session. You literally just have to clear out, get to your heart, allow for this, ask, listen, show appreciation, get a hug, ask for a hug, say thank you. When you go to C, when you see full on, have a direct conversation, ask for a hug. Can't get lost in the woods again, can't get lost in the Sahara Desert. You merely need to ask to receive. So hopefully this is helpful as a teaser. If you want to see more or learn more, there's an Amazon author profile, amazon.com/author/ but instead of my name, Michael Andre Ford, it's amazon.com/author/ angels. So go ahead and look under angels. If you look under Glow Stick Zen, it's the name of one of my books. You can click on that author link, Michael Andre Ford. It'll take you to the author profile. It's got some photos. It's got testimonials in there. There are 40 testimonials from some sort of high-profile folks at my LinkedIn profile. I think that's Meet Angels. So it's linkedin.com/in or in, like in and out. LinkedIn.com/in/Meet Angels. And again, my website's www.michaelandre, A-N-D-R-E, Michael Andre Ford, F-O-R-D. And we've got some testimonials there and a way to just kind of poke around. Find me on Facebook. I'm always happy to chat for a few minutes. This is just about allowing a little more positivity in your life. You get the help you need. Obviously, there's a religious, spiritual component, woo-woo-woo component, wherever you're coming from. You get it your way. If you're from India, you get it that sacred, special way that if you're from India, you appreciate. If you're into the Native American thing, you get it the Native American way. There's a lot more in terms of service that people receive, but I'll probably leave it at that for today's show. It's special. It's fun. You deserve a little more fun. Why not get all the help in the world? You do have to put yourself out there. This could feel a little bit like that annual signing up at the gym, pursuing health diet, exercise, all the things that we have to contend with. But I argue, take a load off your shoulders. Ask angels to carry your burdens, your stress for you. Just get to the asking, get to the listening, get to the writing with a pen, your answers. And then get the hugs. The hugs feel good. Get 3 hugs in a row. You feel lighter and lighter and lighter the more hugs you get. And then go for a walk outside and live your life. More important, you're living your life here and spending at least 10% of your day doing a little less thinking and a little more enjoying. If I could say there was one point to the whole exercise, it's compassion, unconditional love, letting go, enjoying a little more of life, being happy and kind, first to yourself and then sharing it with others. This doesn't have to involve telling anybody else anything, but just kindness goes a long way. So my name was Michael in Austin, Texas. Thank you very much. And I'll try to get another couple of these out soon. Take care.